Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Moxie Monday on Monday, May 13th. We're going to be talking about just listed and just sold announcements in Moxie Engage and how you can turn those on for your sphere of influence so that they stay on top of, or you stay on top of mind whenever you get a new listing or you have a listing go under contract for sale. So that is a two-step process. You actually have to add the subscription to your sphere of influence and engage. And then once you have a new listing or have a property go under contract, you then have to send out that announcement. So it's a two-step process. I'm going to go ahead and show you what those steps look like. And I'll also show you where there's a really great how-to step-by-step guide on the support page that is provided to us from MoxieWorks. So let's jump in. Of course, we start with My CV Desk. You're going to find your MoxiWorks tile and you're going to click on that. That will launch you into your MoxiWorks account. So I am utilizing the account of an agent. I obviously don't have any listings of my own, so it's hard to show you how that's done. So the first thing you want to do is actually add that subscription to the client. And it's one subscription for just listed and just sold. You can add both at one time. You could do either or. It's up to you, and I'll show you how to do that. So first you want to click on Engage. Now, there is a way to do this in a bulk setting. So if you want to do all your sphere of influence, or if you have a group that you just loaded, maybe you set at an open house over the weekend and you added 15 people to your sphere, fantastic. You can add the subscription to all 15 at one time. So if you want to go individually, maybe you just added one person, you would want to go to People, My People. Either search for this contact that you want to add it to, or click on their name down here. And then once you have their account open, you want to go into subscriptions and you'll see this one is already added. So if you've added it, it will show up there. If you want to add an additional one, you click add and it's going to be right here. So now this does say that it was already set up. The neighborhood news is not, so that's a topic for a different story. But you would click on here in order to get that added. Let me see if I can find one that doesn't have one on there. So again, to add it to one person, you click on their name, you scroll down to subscriptions, and this one has it as well. So that's fantastic news. But you would just click on subscriptions, add listing subscription, and then it lets you choose it right from there. If you want to do it by bulk, you can do it by picking a certain group or a certain type of client. And then what you would do is once you have your filter set, you click select all. And then this little plus right here is add to, and then you would add to listing announcements. That does pop over this little sidecar here box, and it will let you know exactly the options that you have. So you can choose to do just listed and just sold, as you can see both check boxes, or if you want to do just listed and not just sold, you would uncheck that box. So once you have all your settings and all your spheres set, you click subscribe and continue, and that will set them up on that subscription. Now that is just the first step. So once you have them added to the subscription, then when you have a new listing or you have a contract on a property, you have to actually set that up. There's two ways of doing it. You can do it from the client contact card. So it would be the seller. If you just have a new listing, you would go into the seller contact. And because they're in an active pipeline, they're an active seller, you would go to the task list and add that. But there's a much easier way to do that. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So again, we're going to go back to my account. So headshot in upper right corner, my account. Over in agent tools, you're going to click on listings and you're going to click on active and pending. All of your listings will show up on your platform here. When you click on the property that you just listed, you want to go to a listing announcement right here. And then that is going to let you add new. So when you click add new, it's going to pull this box up. It's going to tell you how many people it's going to go to. That's how many people you've added that subscription option to. And it will let you view as well. So if you're not quite sure, it'll let you view. You can update the subject and the message, depending. I mean, it puts in a default for you, but you can always update that if you want. You have some options with the branding. And then if you want to send now or send later, just have to check the box that you certify you're either the listing or selling agent, and then you click send. So again, set up the subscription on the client. And then when you have a listing, you have to go into here to actually send it. So again, to get to this particular option, we went to our headshot, we went to my account, we went to agent tools, and then listings, active and pending. Once you're in the listing by clicking on it, you go to listing announcement right at the top. The other option is triggered again from the actual client contact card. So if it's your seller that you just put a property on for, or if it's the person that you have a contract for, it's under contract, it's pending, you have to do that in the task list for the particular person. So when you're in the contact card, you'll have to have them marked as a client. And then once they're as a client, you would put them as a seller. And then that is going to pull in the task for you to send the listing announcement. Also, it'll be the same thing as if you have them in the sales pipeline as a client. It's going to show in the task list as send sold announcement. So again, you have to set up the subscription. And then when you have the property that's either on the market, brand new, or under contract, you then go into that client contact card to the task list, send it from there. Or if it's a listing, you can do that from your listing landing page found in your account and agent tool. So it's a two-step process. It's a set it and forget it though on the first step. So once you've add that just listed and just sold subscription to the client, you don't have to go back every time and re-add it. It'll stay on there so that when you trigger the next just listed or the next just sold, they'll continue to get those announcements. So if you want the step-by-step process, if you go over to support.moxieworks.com, right in the search bar, you can just type in listing announcements or subscribe listing announcement, however you want to put that in there, and it gives you a great video. And then it gives you a step-by-step how to add that. Again, both steps, adding the subscription and then going ahead and sending it when you have a property that is either newly on the market or under contract. It's a great way to stay in touch with your sphere of influence and let them know that you are a busy realtor and you're putting up listings and you're transacting on properties. So again, set it and forget it the first time once you have the subscription, and then every time you have a new announcement to send, you trigger that through either the task on the engage contact card for the client, or you can do it on your listing landing page. And again, don't forget that support.moxieworks.com has amazing content no matter what you're trying to do with the Moxie platform. They have usually a great video and step-by-step, which is the case here for our listing announcement. So that's the topic I had for you guys today. I'll pause for just a second to see if we have any questions. Well, wonderful. I appreciate your time today. As always, head over to Schmidt Video Classroom to our Moxie Monday playlist to hear all of our past trainings. And don't forget, support.moxieworks.com. Amazing content for you on there as well. Thanks so much for your time this morning. Bye now.